Hey, sit. Roxy. 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 Sit. Sit. Hey. Good. So what our goal right now is going to be is to have her paying attention to us at all times. And obviously I'll give you the lead eventually, but as we were walking this way a second ago, you saw that she just wanted to go where she wants to go. That is completely fine as long as she is continuously checking in, you know, and that's what we want her to do. Come on. Good. This way. And what I'm doing right now, these are back and forth. Up. And see that's all the correction I needed. That little right there is all I need for her. Come here. Come here. Come on. Let's go. She checked in real quick, and because she checked in and she stopped pulling at the end there, I'm not going to give her a correction. And it's all about timing, right? Good, come. Good, come. So right now she's already, again, you have a smart dog. Hey. Good. Yes. Yes. Come. Come. Stay. Perfect. Come. So you see how when we stop, she's looking right back at me? I don't think she does that with you guys often. I think it's because last time when we did the practice, she knows what to expect with me, right? I've already, you know, dogs will treat people differently depending on that person. They understand patterns. And with me so far, because of the grooms that we've done, because of the little quick training session that we've done, anything I've ever done with your dog, and your dog knows me at this point, your dog knows that, you know, I'm not playing around. We're going to do this. I'll correct when it needs to be corrected. And so she has this understanding with me that she's gotten away with this stuff with you. Yeah, honestly, a little bit. And I get it. It's because we don't want to hurt our dog, and we think we're going to, especially, you know, you're not professional trainers, so it sometimes feels like that's what we're doing, is we're hurting our loved, you know, family member, but it's really not the case. Come on. Come on. Come on. So I'm going to just take her a little bit and just kind of get her off the idea of needing to pay attention to me, see what she does. So, there you go. So as she's moving, there you go. Good. Yes. Once I had noticed that she's taken off without any look back at me and stopping when I stop, that's when I am going, see, she's looking at me now. Yes. Yes. Praise her for that. Come on, this way. Stay. Yes. Yes, you can. You can. Come on. Perfect. Yeah, because we definitely want to reward the good behavior. And so you said that she was, you know, she chases cars, bicyclists, scooters, anything with wheels, really. What about other dogs? What does she try to lunge at other dogs, or no? Small animals?
She loves cats.
Mm-hmm.
There's a cat down the street.
When she pulls towards that type of stuff, is it more of you think she's trying to play with the cat, and because you have a cat already, so she understands what a cat is?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's always friendly.
Yeah,
Okay.
friendly.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Good, yes. So I didn't do any correction. I do want you to pay attention to the corrections that I do whenever she does get ahead of herself. Sometimes I just stop and I just hold it and I let her correct herself. At that point, she's just moving at her own speed. And that's something that I would probably do, let's say, if she really chased or ran. I don't want to add a pullback while she's running forward, because at that point you're adding extra onto that correction where she's going to correct herself anyway by you stopping and holding it steady rather than moving with her. So one thing you can do, and this is what will help with her, the inside barking, is training an incompatible behavior, right? So an incompatible behavior would be a behavior that is incompatible with the behavior that she's currently doing. It's a very nice way to do things rather than constantly always correcting. Correcting is going to set the groundwork of this is what we don't want you to do, right? It's a form of punishment. She'll never know what she's not allowed to do unless she's taught, right? But the incompatible behavior is going to be, for instance, whenever there's a car coming around, right? There's not one right here, but whenever there's a car coming around, at that point, I might start doing some back and forth, because now she's going to be focused on me for back and forth real quick. I might tell her to sit or lay down. Roxy, come. Come. If there's a car, Roxy, sit. Good. Now she's focusing on that rather than focusing on lunging the car. So what you're doing when you teach an incompatible behavior like that, it starts turning the idea of, instead of running and chasing a car or a bicyclist, I want to sit down instead. So you're changing that behavior. Yep, come on. Come on. Come. Roxy, sit. Hey, hey, sit. See that? So that's an incompatible behavior. So she actually, if you looked at her, she was perked up. She was ready to lunge at that car, but I redirected where she was looking. I wanted her focused on me, and then I did an incompatible behavior, which was the sit in this case. Sitting versus chasing. It's the exact opposite, right? So instead of her doing that, she stopped focusing on the car, and instead she sat down for me. And then she got rewarded for that. So that's going to change the idea of chase car or chase bike to, I'm going to sit down and possibly get a reward. So yeah, you can absolutely do that. So between the incompatible behavior as well as the corrections when it does happen, because it will, when it does happen, do a slight correction. And again, come here, come. So she's not coming right now. You can easily correct that. Come, come, come. And that's all it is. That's a correction. And you can see I'm just doing this. I'm flicking my fingers. That's enough for her. Obviously, if she's going to chase something, little dogs still have strength. You're going to want to hold, the lead. And at that point, it's just, you can correct, with your wrist for her. Come, come on, come on, this way. Come, come. See that? The way she turned around and jumped, it wasn't because I pulled hard. If you saw, I just went like that. That jump was just her being like, whoa, what was that? Hey, sit, sit, sit. Yes. So that is being aware of your surroundings. Again, you know your dog. So anticipate what your dog is going to do. Come. So what you want to do is you want to watch her body language and stuff. So at first I was going to let her do what she wanted to do just to see, but the moment the car started going by, and at that point she started looking at the car and becoming more like focused on the car, at that point I'm like, nope, time to change that up. And that's when I did the sit. So it's all about, okay, I see a car, let me watch my dog for a second, see what my dog does. And if my dog looks like, oh, I'm hyper focused on this bicyclist, this car, this scooter, before it even happens, start doing the sit and getting her to focus on you and sit. And you can easily just hold the treat right there, and then when she starts looking at the car again, nope, sit, and get her focused on that treat again. Yeah. Car passes by, and then you can reward.
Will there be a point where we don't have to do this?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
I used to have a bag of Cheerios.
Yeah.
When she was a puppy, and we kind of stopped doing that. So Sam brings some stuff here and there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep, so what I want you to do is I'll walk with you. So I want you to walk with her, and and just in case, here's a couple of treats. I want you to walk with her, and I want to see how she walks with you differently than me. Good, she's focusing on you. That's good.
Girl.
Yeah, you can, absolutely. Absolutely. So when she's focusing on y'all like that, on her own accord, feel free to give her praise or treats and stuff, okay? Even without the treats, you can give her pets. Just remember that when you give a pet to a dog, do a nice and gentle pet when you reward her, because when you start doing pets like this, that's going to really amp up their stimulation, and then that can go in the wrong direction for her. So a nice gentle pet, and then we continue. Absolutely. All right, let's try again. And let her have more reign of the lead. Let's see how far she wants to go without. So see how she, go ahead and stop yourself. Yes. Mm-hmm. There you go. That was awesome. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So what you want to do is, let me see this real quick. So when she's at the end of the lead, what you want to do is you want the lead to do a little pop, right? You don't want to have it and pull it like that. That's not going to be a correction. You're just pulling at that point. The correction's supposed to be a little quick. I'm communicating with you. A pull is not communicating. A little, and it doesn't, like, again, it doesn't have to be hard. Just a little pop like that with the leash. I obviously don't want to pop it right now. She's not doing anything wrong, but just a little pop. So again, when I'm walking the lead and she gets to the end of it, I'm just pop, just a little pop. That's all it takes. Okay. So, and a good thing to do again is when you're walking, test her, right? You want to test her constantly for the first, at least for the first week of this, when you're doing this walks every day on your own. Just walk, and just randomly stop, and then give her a correction when she gets to the end of it. She will start looking at you and being like, hey, why? Okay, I guess I'll pay attention to you and actually stop pulling, okay? Perfect. Yep, so again, timing to everything. Yeah, and pay attention to her as well. If she decides to go to the end of the lead and doesn't pull at all, just stops at the end of it, you don't have to give her any corrections at all because she did exactly what she was supposed to do. She wasn't pulling. And that's what we want to do. Anything that is pulling, we don't want that. But if she gets to the end of the lead and then she feels the pressure and then she just stops on her own and the lead loosens up, then that's a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. We don't want to correct her for that.
Now, can you like hold it up here for more security?
Yes, absolutely. So what I do when I'm walking, may I see this? Yeah. So what I do when I'm walking, come. So see, she went that way. I'm going to redirect her backwards because she decided she wants to go on her own and pull forward, and I didn't want that. And at that point, I'm going to move backwards a little bit. Now she stopped. She stopped. She's waiting. Okay, let's go. And so what I do is just for security reasons, I always have the lead right here in this hand or the opposite, either one, whatever side you like her walking on. But I always hold the lead. If I want it less, I hold it like this. And it gives me more security of what's going on, or at least more handle on the dog. But yeah, I mean, you can absolutely do this. But at that point, like yeah, it's not that it's not enough lead. It's if you want to give her more lead, then you're fumbling around stuff right here. If I want to give her more lead, I can. If I want to pick it up and give her less, I can. Right? And right here, there you go. Stay. Let's go. Stay. Let's go. Stay. Let's go. Good. Stay. Good. Up. Stay. Let's go. Stay. Come on. Stay. Up. Let's go. Let's go. Good. This way. So right here, I'm not really doing heavy corrections. I'm letting her get to that, and I'm just basically letting it have the pressure, and then I'm loosening it up. All right, this way. Stay. Good. Good. So little abrupt stuff like that, where I just stopped real quick, and then she's like, "Oh, I got stopped." Yeah, that's completely fine. Hey, sit. Roxy. Sit. Hey. Good. Come. This way. Roxy. This way. Sit. Roxy. There you go. Sit. Nope. Come on. Roxy. Yeah, she's focused, and that's what we don't want her to do. So I'm trying to block her. Nope. Down. There you go. Good. All right, come on. See, she stopped focusing pretty immediately. Yeah, you don't want her to really get her way with that type of stuff for right now, or she'll think she can do that and get away with everything. So obviously, you know her little habits. So I don't know if you noticed, again, there's these tiny little things that I'll do sometimes that I forget to tell. So over there a little ways, she decided to do, I'm gonna come over here and start sniffing the grass, and then at that point I just kind of kept it tight and just kept moving, right? It's because, just like this, and I just kept her moving. Most people are gonna say, okay, you can sniff around and do whatever you want, but at that point you're doing the accidental conditioning of letting her know that when she wants to go sniff around and do what she wants, she can. When she wants to pull, she can. When she wants to not listen to you, she can. So it all dominoes into each other, right? You can absolutely tell when she's just sniffing because she wants to see what that smell is, or when she needs a potty. You can absolutely, it will be very different. Very different. I'm sure you guys can tell when your dog needs to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
All right, here you go. And if you saw those little stops where I was like, stay, and then she stayed and I took a step and then stay, those are really good to practice too, because that dogs will love that. She will love that because that's like a little job for her. I'm going to heel, I'm going to listen. Yeah, did you guys have any questions about any of that?
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I'll have all of this, and anytime that we have like conversation and even clips of us actually physically doing it, usually within about 4 or 5 days I'll have that edited, and I usually put it up on my YouTube channel, and I'll send you guys the link directly to that so you can always refer back to it.
Okay.
Yep.